You know what I've noticed recently? I've been yapping a lot. And it's always like pop culture stuff or anything like music related or yada yada yada. But I want to yap about something personal, or not exactly personal, something that is relevant, as you guys can see in the title. So, last Saturday was Valentine's Day. And if anyone who is in a relationship watching this video right now, I hope you had a lovely one. I hope you spent time with your partner and really showed how much you appreciate them by dinner dates and yada yada yada. For all you single people out there, I'm single too. I get it. It's a struggle, but I've recently noticed that a lot of people, and you can tell it's the single people saying this. I noticed how a lot of people were being very unhappy on Valentine's Day, seeing everyone else celebrating their relationships. And they made comments like, "Oh, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you all break up. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. I hope your boyfriend cheats on you or your girlfriend cheats on you." And it's like, I get it. The jealousy and enviness and all of that, I understand. I was there once. What I don't understand is how this behavior is like kind of normalized or accepted. Like, oh, because you're single, it's okay. I can say all of this and whatever. Because no one ever really holds those kind of statements accountable. And it's just kind of like oh, whatever. It's like either a funny thing or just something that should be ignored. And I really do think it can be detrimental to your own self-esteem and probably to others as well. So, as the video title says, why being single is great, I am going to tell you kind of my, not story, there's just too much to it, but kind of explain how I've been content being single. So, the title is slightly misleading. I'm not saying that I am happy and feeling all unicorn and rainbows that I'm single. I am just okay being single. I'm not, mad or whatever being in a relationship or whatever. I'm just okay being single, and that's something that I accept, or I am, trying to accept, because there are moments recently where, before Valentine's Day, I was like, man, like I wish I had a girlfriend. But I try and focus on what good things have been going as I am single, and why I feel like those who are single and feeling not complacent in their life should know that there are many benefits and advantages that you can take while you're being single. So yesterday in like the afternoon, I had a buddy like tell me like, hey, like she didn't say it in like a mean way or whatever, but she was like, Angie, you need a girlfriend. And I was like, okay. I told her, nah, I'm okay. Being single is underrated. And if you've known me for a long time now, you would know that's a claim that I would probably never make. If any girl I was attracted to, I've always pounced at every opportunity to like win her or something, and prove myself I am great boyfriend material. But I do mean that when being single is underrated, there is just so much you could do while not sulking in your own self-pityness and feeling so sad that you're not in a relationship. Like, I was seeing TikToks recently, how like there's like these like sad boy TikToks where it's like, oh, like, the girl who was with me, left me or whatever, and then, or there were just like a bunch of like single guys just saying like, I just want someone to hold on to, cuddle with, and show my love for her, just want to get her flowers and all of that. And I'm just like, I don't think they understand that a relationship is not always a honeymoon phase. I feel like that's the biggest thing that people want in a relationship, and that's fine. That's understandable, but that's not the all to it there is. Being in a relationship can be very draining, can be very difficult. There's so much money being invested, for your partner, guy or girl, whatever. There is also so much time being invested in which you feel like you could be doing something else. You're doing this. And it's not like, relationships are a chore. It shouldn't be a chore, but there is some burden to it. And that's not a bad thing. I've learned that burdens are not exactly words to be used like in a negative sense. Burdens are what just makes you feel like sometimes it's not always, you're not in a season where you're all going to feel giddy uppity for everything that goes on in your relationship. In fact, the good things that happen in a relationship is what you really fight for, and that's what keeps a relationship thriving. But to get to the point of being single, because that is the point of this video, I really do think that as a single person, you have so much time to work on your own growth. And that could be, going out to the gym and working out, and or do hobbies like running. I've been doing a lot of running recently. I have been kind of slacking with the working out, but I've also been picking up new hobbies like content again. I'm creating content. I thank Voice Critical because I realize I love yapping, I love talking, and I want to take advantage of that, something that I really enjoy doing, and put it on my YouTube. Unlike where I've played gacha games, if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while now, I've been playing Honkai and whatever, but I've been getting tired of that. I'll probably get back to it in the summer when I'm less busy, but as of now, I'm just going to be doing just yapping. It's just easy for me to do, and it doesn't take much work to upload and edit and all of that. Another thing you could be doing as you're single, you could focus on your studies, assuming you're in school. You could focus on, getting a job, or if you're already employed and you're single, you can focus on what other things could you do to keep yourself busy. Just really anything, just like hobbies in general, or just doing other activities that you don't need someone to be there with you for. I really do think it really helps your confidence, and also you could probably explore some skills that you thought you would never have found out if you didn't put in the effort to explore and try and find out what you are capable of, what you could enjoy, what you could, do. But usually nowadays, people are just going on social media and they see everyone in like their relationships, and they're saying stuff like, being all jealous and whatever. And I just think, dude, at the end of the day, being single, you shouldn't be comparing your journey with other people's. And that is a statement you've probably heard a lot, but I genuinely mean it. There are some people who will already be at the spot where they can be in a relationship. There are people who, are not in a relationship, but that doesn't mean they are like completely doomed and their life is like fully miserable. They're just not at that spot yet. If you're the kind of guy or girl, anyone really, if you're the kind of person to pray downfall on someone else's relationship just because you're not happy, that means you are not ready for a relationship. If anything, if you were to get into one, your relationship would just kind of be built off of the foundation of jealousy and envy, that you feel like you had to be in one because you were missing out. There's that FOMO thing that everyone has, that people want to be in a relationship because if everyone is in it. So I should probably be in it right now, no? And I think that's very, very wrong. And that if you do get into a relationship with that kind of mindset and attitude, you are going to screw up your relationship more than you could screw yourself over being single and seeing all these negative comments. I think I don't need to repeat myself. You kind of get the point. This video is meant to be short and to kind of be straightforward. I just do think that it's time for people to accept that being single isn't bad. Being alone isn't bad. Yes, there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. I will admit, I am still, in that male loneliness spectrum where I would feel like I am not good enough, or, I need someone to kind of boost my ego a little bit. But I have to still work on, accepting for who I am and being proud of myself for how far I've gotten, because I have been making a lot of progress on some of my things that I am trying to recover from, which I will not get into. That's too personal, of course. But it's just something that I've been more focusing on because it's making me grow, and it's making me more content being alone than me just sulking in my self-pityness in a corner, being all like, I want to be in a relationship because I need someone to validate me. To kind of put it in an analogy, this is what my pastor taught me. Being in a relationship is like having two pies. I was like, what? He said, you yourself should be a whole pie, while the other partner is a whole pie of her or himself too. You don't want to be half of a pie and have someone else kind of fill in that void, because that's just unhealthy and wrong. You're not getting into a relationship so that someone can make you feel complete. You should already feel complete without being in a relationship. It took me a while to kind of figure that out, so I don't think you guys will probably figure that out from the get-go. So let me give a analogy, like kind of my own variation. Being in a relationship is like going to a restaurant, and what you order, you're getting the leftovers. And the waiter's like, trust me, bro, the leftovers are good. It's like, what the heck? Like, I didn't ask for leftovers. I asked for the main entree. But it's the leftovers that you're getting, and it's just like, well, why am I getting this? Like, it's just wrong. I ordered for a complete meal with the side of fries and soda on the other hand. Why am I getting the leftovers? People who are single need to go with the mindset that you have to feel content by yourself and feel proud of who you are and accept for who you are. Because if you find someone and they don't accept you who you are, and you kind of have to mold yourself into a way to be someone for them, then it's not really a relationship. You're just kind of being a slave. And now you're probably thinking, well, that age, that's a bit extreme term. But it's like, no, like, I'm not talking about like slaves in like history. I'm saying you are then just kind of being used by your partner and having to do these things and with nothing in return. Like, what is the return of all of this? Both partners should be investing towards each other while also proving to be complete people to work and figure out how they can grow and live life together. And I think that that is something that people need to understand. But anyways, I think that is all I have to say. I can't think of anything else I wanted to say. This is something that I've been thinking about for the past few days now. But I really do hope for all you people out there who are alone, you need to grow up. You need to learn how to get on with life and not waste time being miserable. There is so much more to life than to think that you have to be in something because everyone else around you is. That's all I want to say. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.